Good evening, folks. Some people asked me to go over what I'm using to do this stream slash recording VOD setup. So I thought I would kind of kill two birds in one stone. I need to do something similar for my day job. So I'm going to use the same video for both this channel and to send around to some of my colleagues to break down what I'm using to get the look I have when it comes to video quality, as well as to kind of what devices I'm using to stream. By no means necessary or any of this required. It's kind of what I find useful for me to get the job done. I use video conferencing professionally, especially with COVID. So I'm on many video calls, every workday. So it's kind of a dual purpose space. The only reason I really kind of started doing the YouTube streaming thing was because I already had a lot of the equipment. So it wasn't like I was having to rebuy anything. So as you'll see, there is a little bit of an investment here, but it wasn't like let's buy some gear and hope that, hope the YouTube follows or something like that. This is just, using some gear I'm using professionally for, something else. So let's go through it. I took some video with my other camera and I'll walk through it. I'll do some freeze frames and kind of draw arrows about where what everything is. I'll also put links down below to everything. I don't have like an affiliate or any of that nonsense, but I'll link or at least list what all the equipment is. I don't have things like settings to share, but if someone has a question about how I'm doing something, I'm more than happy to share it. Okay. So here's a view of my desk, starting with the UpDesk with an African mahogany surface. That's the 72 by 30 inch desk. Fantastic. I love it. I just got it. On top of that, you have the Samsung Odyssey G9 49 inch monitor, which is absolutely ridiculous. I love it. There's still some flakiness going on right now when it comes to trying to get it to run at 240 hertz with 10-bit color with another monitor with G-Sync. Things get a little weird. So for now, I'm just having to use it. I can't actually turn on my other monitor. On top of my desk there as well, you see a GoXLR to handle all my audio duties, as well as a Blackmagic ATEM Mini and a Streamdeck. A little hard to see here is the Schiit Audio Vali 2 headphone amplifier with my Sennheiser HD 600XX headphones from Mass Drop, or I guess Drop now, as well as the OWC Thunderbolt 3 enclosure that I keep a pair of SSD drives into for video editing storage. So the camera is the thing I get asked about the most, specifically from a professional day job perspective, because in WebEx's, Teams, etc. calls, I'm always so much clearer and crisper than my colleagues, clients, etc. So it always becomes a point of discussion, as well as a great icebreaker with folks. So the decision there was looking for something with cinema level quality for a low price. Blackmagic makes some great stuff, and when you pair it with the Metabones speed booster and the Sigma 18 to 35 f1.8, which goes to an f1.4 with the speed booster, it's a fantastic combination. So you can get some excellent wide shots. You can go down to 35 if you need to, but it is just a crispy lens, and it just obliterates the background, as you've seen. So the camera, especially paired with the ATEM Mini, so you get a lot of camera control either from the box or the included software. You just can't beat the combination. So let's take a quick look at what's on the shelves behind me. I use a mixture of Philips Hue lights for accent and a nano leaf canvas setup in a random pattern. The speakers are the Sonos IKEA partnership bookshelf speakers. They work great. Everything else is what you can see. This is pretty dark. A number of action figures, other knickknacks that I've accumulated as part of my earning my various geek and nerd merit badges. I like them. And there's a Diet Coke. Hey, so different shirt, less facial hair. didn't get this finished before I had to disappear for a wedding, so we're back to wrap this up. So the elephant in the room is, so what about the PC? So I'm going to do a separate video about that. Specifically, I have a couple upgrades to do. I have a 3090 sitting here that I didn't get bent over the barrel for, so I'm going to be putting a water block on there and getting it installed. I couldn't get an EK water block yet. They're still shipping over from Europe, but I do have an Alpha Cool block, so we'll see how that goes. I've never actually used one of their blocks before, but it does fit. I ended up getting the Zotac 3090 Trinity. Some people say, oh, it's not the best because there's a bit of a power limit thing, but I'm not looking to go crazy overclocking with this. I need this box to be stable. My days of going nuts with running things on the edge are just behind me. I want fast, but I also want stable. So it's a give and take. I think it'll have plenty of horsepower. I'm definitely not worried about that. So anyway, I'll probably follow up with maybe a time lapse on that, and we'll do a separate kind of a teardown of the PC. Gonna have to do some maintenance on the water blocks, I expect, and maybe an offset fitting or two, because I'm using the Lee & Lee, as you see in the video, the Dynamic PC 011, the DeBauer edition, with the front reservoir distribution plate, whatever they call them. So some of the fitting connection points are a little offset and a little strange. So put some offset fittings, we'll see how that goes. So this isn't key to the channel here in the sense of key content or the same content I've been doing, but I know some folks are interested in it, so I'll post it, have a separate playlist. If you're interested, I appreciate it. Like and subscribe. I'll do some other stuff like that, but thanks for watching the video. If you have any questions, please comment below. But yeah, be sure to add and look out for them and comment where I can. Thanks for watching. Have a good night.